you. Happy morning.
Good morning, sir. Okay, happy evening and happy morning, all of you. So today is another wonderful day for us to learn something new. So I would like to say, first of all, thank our founder, Gampa Nageshwar Rao sir, for creating such a wonderful platform, impact organization, without which we could have not conducted such sessions, which will help us to improve our soft skills. I would also like to thank our regional manager, Shyam Rathod sir, who is the who is the Spurti team regional manager. And also I would like to thank Satish Kumar Tummu sir. Uh, he is the in charge of Spurti team and he has been inspiring us a lot to take such sessions. And I would also like to thank Lakshman sir. He's also supporting us to conduct the session successfully in spite of being in India. And he's following up rigorously to make this session a successful one. And also, I would like to thank all our participants and all the other mentors and trainers personally, because without them, I would have not found a platform or we could have not conducted any such sessions. So today is a wonderful evening for all of us and a wonderful morning for all of you in India, because today we are going to learn something special. This is about leadership. And today I would like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Sridhar Veeramalla sir. He is a senior leader in corporate IT and he is a career counselor and also a corporate trainer. He is a secretary general of ICI executive body and also he has total of 25 years of experience in global IT industry. He is currently working as a senior director in US staffing firm. He is the founder of Mindshift Mocks, and the main focus of this organization is to improve the employing experience, especially in organization productivity of corporate offices and also in the career guidance for students. He is not only excelling in his career, but also he is excelling in his academics. So he is basically a civil engineer from KLU and also he is masters of IIT Nagpur. And he is a financial accounting. He has completed financial accounting from University of Pennsylvania. So he has conducted multiple sessions in corporate offices, which includes not only private sectors, it also includes government sectors like DRDO, Efficance, Infosys, T-Homes, etc. I am proud to say that he has almost guided more than 20,000 students from various engineering colleges, business schools, pharmacy colleges, etc., which is a great achievement because counseling so many students or guiding so many students is not such an easy thing to achieve. He is also an expert in career planning and guidance, and also he is a personal life skills coach. I am very happy to welcome you for this wonderful session today, sir. The virtual dais is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Bhargavi Garu. First of all, a wonderful happy morning and evening to everyone. Hope my audio is clear. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, first of all, I would like to thank our Guruji Kampa Nageshwara Garu for creating such a wonderful platform, right? So Impact Foundation to the journey has started as Impact International a couple of days ago in the mega impact that just concluded. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity given as a Secretary General for ICA to help, better myself. So that's a wonderful opportunity for me to excel in my life as well. And thank you, Shyam sir, Lakshman Wadekar Garu, Satish Garu, like they're all really have, making a lot of people raise in their life with this Purti team as such. And Bhargavi Garu for her wonderful initiation to conduct one such training in, for overseas participants in English. We typically do a lot of Telugu trainings, but yeah, this is really wonderful initiative. We all wanted to do for a long time, but yeah, I think this is a kickoff that really helps a lot of folks. So thank you, Bhargavi Garu, and all the mentors who are behind this program. And all the wonderful participants, thank you so much for joining. I know it may be odd hours for some of you, but happy to see. So quickly, before we get into the topic, because we only have a handful of people, I would like to understand a quick background about each of you, what you are doing. So if you can quickly unmute yourself and then just speak about what you are doing, so that will really help me to conduct the session. That might be more useful to you.
I am Jen.
Your voice is not coming.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah, now it's okay.
I am Chandrasekhar from Andhra Pradesh.
Sir, yeah.
I am doing financial advisor
Oh, wonderful.
last 34 years.
Wow. Okay, a lot of things to learn from you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Last 3 days I have attended the impact training in Hyderabad.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
3 days I am attending.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Just today morning I came to my home.
Which place, sir?
Narsaropet, sir.
Oh,
Guntur
okay.
district.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
You know, sir?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Sure.
That is my introduction, sir.
Super. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Chandrasekhar.
Sir, happy morning, sir. Sridhar, sir.
Happy morning.
I am SNA Shekhar, sir, from Kottagudem district, Palavancha.
Okay.
I am working as divisional engineer for KTPS, sir.
Wow.
That is Telangana Power Generation Corporation.
Wonderful.
This is my introduction, sir. Around 25 years of experience, sir.
Oh, super, sir. So we have folks to learn, a lot of things to learn from these leaders. Yes. Yeah. Next, you can go. Anyone?
Good morning, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
My name is Anvestan Paul. I'm doing in HL company I'm doing the internship in HL company, and I too attended the Mega Impact Labs for 3 days.
Okay.
And just now I came to my relatives' home. I'm staying here.
All right. What are you studying?
I'm doing a training, sir, in
Oh,
HL
fine.
company.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else can go next?
Yeah, okay. I'll just introduce. So, yeah, hello, good morning, sir. And my name is Meena. I'm residing in Toronto, Canada. And basically, I'm an IT professional working in Canada for the past 10 years. And yeah, so just joined this program to enhance some of my skills.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, ma'am. Others can go quickly. Dhruti, Madhu, Rohan, whoever is there. Hope you have an option to unmute. All right. Let's go, Dhruti. Yeah, Dhruti, can you speak?
You're not audible, actually, Dhruti.
I'm just asking for your name and profession or what you're studying.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Dhruti Racha, and I'm in grade 8. Like, I'm going to go to grade 8.
All right. Thank you. Madhu, Rohan.
I'm Madhu and I just graduated high school and I'm going to the University of Waterloo next year.
Wow. Wonderful. Congratulations and all the best, Madhu. All right.
Hello, I'm Rohan and I'm going into grade 12 next year.
Okay, wonderful. Nice. You have a good mix of age. Thank you. Anybody else left? Hopefully we covered everyone, right? All right. Wonderful. Very happy to know you. So what's the topic today? I think I would like to keep it more interactive. So if you guys can even leave your mic on mute, that's fine.
Leadership
There
skills,
is no
sir.
background noise. Yes, sir.
Leadership skills.
Leadership.
skills.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. So, so when you think of a leader, what are the names that come to your mind? Like any 2 to 3 names. I want everyone to participate and then just either you can chart it or you can unmute and then speak. But I request you to respond quickly so we don't lose time.
One is our Guru Gar Gampa Nageswara, sir.
Okay, super. Anyone else?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Who are the leaders that come to your mind, right? The moment we speak a leader, I mean, obviously some thoughts come into your mind and you might think of few people.
Che Guevara is also leader, sir.
Sorry?
Che Guevara is also leader.
Okay,
He's
of
also
course.
public speaker.
Okay, all right. Yes, everyone should just give 2 names, either in chat or you can unmute and speak.
Jay Prakash Narayan, JD Lakshmi Narayan.
Okay, super. Yeah. Thanks. Others? Madhu, Dhruti, Meena.
Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
Okay. So you're up to the latest news. That's good. Come on. Okay. Queen Cleopatra. Okay, all right. Mahatma Gandhi. Nice. Winston Ford. Any names from your side?
Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel.
Okay, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. All right. So when I talk to a lot of people, when you think of leadership or the names that come to your mind, I think I see some coincidence of your thoughts, right? We all have some kind of thoughts or, how you want to be or why do you like somebody? Because there are so many leaders. Like I know we have only few names, but across the world, there are so many leaders like freedom fighters, politicians, businessmen. Like, no, there are so many people around us. And I didn't hear anybody saying, my father is a hero, my mother is a hero, or my mother is a leader, father is a leader, or anyone, for that matter, everybody, right? So when we think of leadership, obviously some names comes into all of our minds. It is just not that, you like somebody, but that is probably a reflection of your thoughts as well. Maybe you aspire to become something like them. You like qualities in those people. Right? Even because of thousands of people or maybe more, but you get 2-3 names that comes into your mind. So maybe that is something that you have to think about. Why those people comes to your mind, and we need to think about what qualities that you want to develop. Right? So that is something the learning from them, or you want to aspire to become like them, or there may be 1 or 2 qualities that you like in each of them. So let's spend a few minutes, like the names that you have given, why, like just to give 1 or 2 words, not more than like that. Why do you like those people? Whoever gave the names, or even now you have option to even tell a name and then tell why you like them.
Sir, Gampa sir is doing good services, sir.
He's doing the service. Okay.
He is doing a impact organization and doing unemployees and professionals. Where profession is there, they are skilled,
Okay,
motivating the skills
Yeah.
and in a position to in our in community.
Community. Okay, helping them to grow in the community. All right,
Yes, sir.
wonderful. Yes.
And JD Lakshmana is in the job. He is doing wonders, sir, as a CBI director, and he is doing presently political service.
Yeah, he was working as a CBI
political party and political service. And Jayaprakash Narayan Gar is a IAS officer.
Yeah,
At
he
the
was
time of his service, he is doing good service, sir.
Yeah. So when I ask the question, right, like good is all very good, right? But
Very good, sir. Very good, sir.
no. I mean to say, pick up those specific qualities of a leader, right? For example, you said Gampa sir as a service.
Yes.
He does service. Similarly,
Yes.
Jayaprakash Narayan Garu has some qualities. JD
Yes.
Garu has some qualities, right?
Yes.
There were
Yes,
so
sir.
many IAS officers. There were so many CBI officers. But
Yes.
there were a few. What are
Yes.
the qualities that we should think about, right?
Yes, sir.
So thank you, Chandrasekhar Garu. Yes, sir. Dhruti or others, please. Yeah. Let's go quickly. I think we're almost 20 minutes into the meeting already. Anyone else can speak? This is a public speaking course. You're not supposed to be on mute. Okay, I think we'll get stuck here itself. I cannot move forward without your responses.
So I want to talk about like a couple of people. So I think these are not contemporaries, but 2 leaders that I would like that comes to my mind is one is Indira Gandhi as our old prime minister, and also another Margaret Thatcher. So these 2 leaders come to my mind because they both are like being women. Still, they were very strong enough. They were able to rise to the ranks of the topmost position of their country, and also implement various initiatives, schemes in spite of all those things occurring around them in terms of turmoil. Also, they were able to have control over the government and the country and steering in the right direction in various ways. So I think and the communication skills of these two leaders were also very much impressive. That was I've always looked forward to. So yes, I would like to these two are people. Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful, Meenaji. That's really nice. Thank you so much. Yes. Any others want to share quickly? Okay. No. So that's the first leadership quality we need to build. The moment somebody asks you a question, it is as simple as that: raise your hand or speak up. If one wants to become a leader, it is important to keep, and of course, we have a lot of doubts, what others will think about it, or maybe am I right or am I wrong? But if you don't start speaking up, if you don't raise hand, because when you observe people around us, who are the people who are leading us? Even at your home, right? I don't know. Some homes you go to daddy, some homes you go to mommy for anything. Why? Because the way they initiate or because the way they respond to you. If you want to become a leader, the first and most important thing is as simple as responding to your question, raising your hand. It could be in your classroom, it could be your business, it could be in your employee, anywhere. So if we are not even responding to the questions, there is no question of we becoming a leader. So participation is the most important activity. So people whom do we select as a leader? Like in your classroom, maybe there are unions. Everywhere people select who are ready to speak, who are ready to help others. So the first and most important thing I request everybody is to start raising your hand. It doesn't matter whether you have a right question or right answer or wrong answer, because in my opinion, there are not really right or wrong answers. Most of us have some impressions, most of our thoughts, learnings that we speak about it, right? So it doesn't matter, even a textbook may not be always 100% right. Of course, we learn things from that because somebody has so much of experience. They have found out something, they did some research, and then the research will be wrong tomorrow. Somebody else will come and say, no, that's not the right way. This is something else. So today we are learning something, but it may not be right. So it is okay if you just raise your hand and say, this is what it is that I know. So there's nothing like right or wrong, but unless we start raising our hand, start speaking up, we cannot become a good leader. In fact, you cannot become a leader. So the first important lesson is to please raise your hand, speak, take an opportunity, because opportunities do not come to everybody that easily, right? So the situation across the world, not just in India, unemployment or the challenges that we see across the world are not easy to handle. There is a scarcity of leadership across the world at every level. Every level, there is a lot of scarcity. So people need good leaders. Like organizations like Impact, our intention is to create leaders. For example, Gampasar started this Impact Foundation, or now ICI. But he has been creating so many leaders. Like we trained more than 6,000 trainers. And there are a lot of governing board members, presidents. All these people are now leaders. Now there is an opportunity, there are like lakhs of people, crores of people, but only few takes opportunities. Handful of people only takes opportunities. Those who takes or taps the opportunity can become a leader. It's really important to recognize, because the people around us, how they move forward, why I am lagging behind, because that question comes to all of us. Yeah, we were friends for like many years, but suddenly that person started to move very quickly. The same thing, business. Maybe both of you have started the business at the same time, but suddenly one person starts moving forward. Right? So all this happens around us. So there is a leader in the kitchen, right? If one person doesn't take care of kitchen, your food may not be that good. Because obviously, if 10 people go or 2-3 people go and mess it up, you will not enjoy the food also. There is somebody leader at home who takes care of things at home, the decisions at home, right? Even the studies, a lot of things, all these things, every simple thing, like leadership is not about a role or a resignation in a corporate company. But in our day-to-day life, what we do, how do we do things is actually make leaders. It's not about getting a degree from a university, right? If somebody does an MBA for 2 years on leadership, are they called leaders? I don't think so. It's more of how you learn, what you see, and how do you respond to the community around you. That makes you a leader. So it's important to keep that going. So are leaders made or leaders born? Yeah, Dhruti.
It's made, sir.
Yeah, I also think it's made.
It's made. But, I think we are still in the colonial mindset. A lot of people, right, when you give an option, we choose people like, if you look at parliament members or, across the world, it's not just in one country. The majority of the people choose somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's wife, right? So, I mean, obviously, it doesn't matter, like, as there's some of the names mentioned, like J.D. Lakshmanarana Garu, J.P. Garu. They're not successful in their politics because we don't, accept them. But the moment you see even Mahesh Babu has a daughter, everybody, I mean, like the people start celebrating. So our colonial mindset is probably not gone. So though we say practically leaders are made, but we still kind of relate to those people whom we know, okay, their son, their daughter, their wife, obviously people just choose them by default. Right? That mindset has to change. So look at the qualities of the people, not just their background, not just their origin. So what is important for us? Because what is the need of a leader? I think I need at least a couple of answers, folks, please. Everybody should respond. Otherwise, this cannot be a one-way communication, and then it is not called public speaking course. They have to change the name.
So firstly, we have to take the volunteer and we have to take the in charge for the particular activity, irrespective of its role.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, any other responses? Why do we need leaders?
To take lead initiatives in moments of confusion and despair.
Yes, that is absolutely moments of confusion. There is always confusion. We need clarity. We need guidance. Yes. SNS Shekhar Garu, Rohan, Dhruti. Quick. One thought. Why do we need leaders?
Mostly just so that they can like help. Yeah, to create changes and to help guide us when we're confused.
Okay, wonderful. Yes. Yes, I understand. Hope I'm pronouncing a name correctly.
Yes, yes, it is understand for you can call me like handful. I'm saying about to create change in the society, we need leaders.
Okay, to create change in the society, we need leaders. Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for the wonderful responses. So let's move forward a little bit. So why, I mean, I request a little bit better participation. Right. Okay. So hope you can see my screen. Wonderful. Thank you. So the first and most important thing is to accept we as a leader. All of us here, because the moment you take a decision to join a program like this, how many people do you know? How many people knows about this program? How many people have taken a step to join this program? That itself is one of the qualities, because you have to accept, because leaders need not know everything, right? So even if you take any great companies, even some of the names mentioned, like presidents of a country, do they know everything, right? They have a list of ministers, they have a lot of other people who help them, a lot of advisors. All those people really make the organization. It's not about one person. So it's one of the important things is, yes, I am ready to learn. So that is the first step. You're all here. So we talked about who is a leader, right? Typically, when we think of a leader, we think of, people say lion is a king. Have you ever seen lions, organizing a meeting and all other animals coming and sitting in front of it? It's only in our imagination that lion is the king, right? But why do we call lion as a king? It's just because of its qualities. So a lot of people, in fact, talks about the politicians, freedom fighters, cricketers, all these things that comes into your mind when you think of a leader. But if you look at the society, societies are not run because of all these people. Because people around us, they actually make a lot of decisions which can impact. So if you live in a colony or if you live in an apartment complex, right? If that society, that leadership is not good, your life is not, good. In your house, if things are not in order, you will not enjoy your life. So it's not about those people who runs the countries, those people who runs the organizations. The day-to-day life leaders are those people who influence everything in what we do. Since the time you wake up in the morning and then when you sleep, or in fact around the clock, what happens, whether it comes to security of the country, whether it comes to your home, financials, everything, everywhere we have leaders. So we need to understand and recognize all those people and how you can help around them, right? So if you go for look dictionary definition, right, this is what they say: person or who leads or commands a group or organization or a country, right? And we keep talking about leader and leadership. That's the difference between leader and leadership is, the action of leading is called leadership. It could be again group of people, or it's a position, or leaders of an organization. To be country, like there is a ministers along with a prime minister or a president, different country. So, or there is a CEO, CX, CFO. There are a few roles. Right? They're all called leadership team, right? So is it like only in the human beings, right? As some of you said, there is clarity required. We have confusion, but we need guidance, how to move forward. So if you look at in the whole world, right, it's just not human beings. Everywhere there are leaders. Every animal. I mean, if you start from the ant, or if you take any kind of, whether it is a bird or animal, whatever, right? So there is always a leader guiding them. Otherwise, there is probably complete chaos everywhere. So it's really important that thinking or taking a step ahead, helping others, serving. So all those leaders doing is primarily serving others, helping others. It is not about them, right? So whoever goes in the front, they always have a risk, right? So if a pack of animals are moving forward, the first animal probably takes the biggest risk. It is the one trying to show the path. So it's not trying to reach first. It's not a race to go to a destination. It is only helping others to move forward. So we need to really understand that leadership is not about personal growth. It is not about what is my position, what is my role, how I should grow, where I should be. It is about serving others. It is about helping others. Because if you look at some of those examples, like Mahatma Gandhi, as Dhruti said, right? Why he has become leader? Did he work for himself? Did he want to become Mahatma, or people call him Mahatma, father of the nation? No, he just did serve the people, and then people recognize him. Whether it is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel or Gampas or whatever the names that you took, think what they have done. Is it because of their education? Is it because of their quality, or position? Are we calling them leaders? Right? Gandhiji died in 1948. We are still thinking about him, talking about him. So he was not even a prime minister. He was not even a minister. He did not have any post, any role. But we are just calling them leaders because they have done something to the society. So there is a beautiful shloka in Bhagavad Gita, right? Yadyadacharati shreshtaha tattva devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokasta dhanuvartate. So what does it mean is, all the normal people follow the great men. And those leaders set the standards and the rest of the people will follow, right? So don't we look up to people, like it could be Gampas or it could be anybody, right? When you want to do something, like I want to study like him, I want to play a sport like him, like Sachin Tendulkar could be somebody you're looking at, or Dhoni could be you're looking at when you take up cricket, right? It could be an actor, it could be a singer. So those people are leading, they set the standards and the normal people follow. And when you set a standard and somebody says, okay, I want to become like Dhruti, I want to talk like Madhu, right? I want to sing like Rohan. So these are the simple things that you are setting a standard for somebody else. That itself is leadership quality, when somebody looks up to you saying that, hey, okay, this is the person I should probably follow. The way he speaks, I really like it. The way he dresses, I like it. The way he conducts his business, I like it. You don't need to have a position in a corporate company, or you don't have to have a role designation. That's not as important. All that matters is when you set a standard, somebody looks at you saying that this is how I want to be. That is the first quality of a leader. Think of what kind of those qualities have. Somebody might tell you, oh, okay, you are really good in this. It's okay. So all we need is that one simple trait or a character that can make you a great leader. So get those clues and then exhibit that more often. So people can benefit from that, your traits, your leadership skills. Am I clear? Does it make some sense? Okay, thank you, sir. Yes. Okay. So one of the biggest challenges that we always think, right? There are a lot of things that can be done. For example, conducting this session at 6:30 in the morning. It's a limitation for many people. A lot of people will think, okay, where will I get trainers in this morning, early morning? Who will speak? Why should I bother? It's a limitation, but at the same time, there is an opportunity to conduct. So many of us, look at limitations, like we want to go alone, but we don't know where is go. But there is always opportunity. There are a lot of people around us who can support, who can help. Leadership is all about finding those opportunities, finding those people who can help you. You cannot alone do anything, right? So it is important to find those opportunities. When an opportunity taps you, just say yes, and then find ways to do it. Because when you copy, right, even there is a lot of competition for sending rockets into moon now, space. So it doesn't matter which business, whatever it is. There is, again, as I said, everybody is setting standards and we follow. But yeah, you have an opportunity to go beyond that, take that extra mile, little bit, few more steps extra. So that is what we should focus on. It's not about your limitations. Yes, of course, everything has limitations. And especially one of the biggest limitations that we think is, I should do alone. I have to do all these things. And then we probably get stuck. So why don't you look at people who can help you, who can support you? A simple example could be in the kitchen. A mother probably does 10 things in the morning. You can delegate few things to others. Somebody can help in vegetable cutting, or somebody can help in preparing lunch boxes or whatever, right? So the moment you start taking help of others, it becomes much more easier, simple. You don't get exhausted, and you can do more things. Use the time to do something better or be happy. So every small action that we do, see how you can. It doesn't mean that you're trying to push everything to others, but we can take help of people. There are a lot of people around us. It could be a small kid in your home, because everybody is capable of doing things. So we should identify those opportunities. Because if you take any corporate executive or any politician, any social leaders, do they do everything themselves? Mukesh Ambani doesn't become one of the richest person in the world because he's working on everything. There's so many people working from India 24 hours. That is how he's growing more and more businesses. So whatever the activities that we do, it doesn't matter. It could be a very simple thing, but let us find out how in the process, you're also enabling them, you're also learning, giving them skills, right? So that is how it helps people. So just don't limit yourself, don't try to limit yourself. Without fear, just engage people, right? And that for that, you need to think that, I have to accept that, I don't know everything. And all great leaders are open to learning. They don't bother about what will others think about if I go and attend this training. They don't care, because they want to read. Yeah, I can share the PPT so you don't have to note it, right? Don't bother about writing it down. The great leaders always are ready to learn. They can go sit in the classes with others or youngsters and all. One of the great example is Infosys Narayana Murthy. I worked in Infosys for 18 years. I can proudly say he says, yeah, if I don't know, I'm happy to go and learn from a 25 years guy, because I don't know. So that is a mindset that you should have. The moment you think, okay, what will others think about, and then say, when I say I don't know, others may feel bad about it. No, we are human beings. I mean, probably we don't even know 1% or 0.1% of so many things in the world, right? And then headcount doesn't matter. How many people you are leading. There are a lot of people who became leaders with nobody. For example, when Mahatma Gandhi started, was there anybody with him? Initially, probably nobody would have believed him. What is he doing? Why is he doing? What is this? Ahimsa. What is non-violence? Why is he talking about it? But only when he starts to see success, when things started to change, people will come and sit next to you, right? So it doesn't matter how many people are with you. When you think of something like this is the right thing, yes, go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter, because not everybody thinks it is right, right? And work with people aligned to your vision. This is most important, right? When you have something in the mind, they need to align with you what you want to do, and then they should align. Otherwise, if both are going in the different directions, so you cannot have your two boats, and then you cannot move forward, right? And then you're as good as a team. Very simple, right? So when you have few people working with you as a leader, we need to make sure they are the right fit. Otherwise, the leader doesn't look good. So overall team makes it different. And the leader should not become like a celebrity. A lot of people, that's a big problem. The moment they have a position, they become celebrity and then they keep distance from others. That is not wise. So the moment there is a distance from others, obviously you cannot work together. You cannot reach your goals or vision. So it doesn't matter whichever position you are, you should work with the people around you. That's the most important thing. And don't just be visible only when there is an event and things like that, right? And as I said, the lesser the distance and the more success, unless you guys are working together as a team, then success will not come that easily, right? So there are a lot of things in interest of, I'll move a little quick, but humility, humbleness is one of the most important character. It doesn't matter because when we see people who are approachable, who are easy to go to and talk to them, those are the people who becomes great leaders. It doesn't matter which degree you have. It doesn't matter which position you have. If you are not helping people, if you are not talking to them, if you're not approachable to them, you're gone. I don't want to take some names, but in politics, I see a lot of examples. There were chief ministers and prime minister, people complained saying that their own party men complained saying that, this CM was never approachable for me. And there are a lot of companies who failed because they did not create the second level leadership. They were only focused on their growth. What happens after you? Because we are we're all not immortals here, right? So when something happens, there is no second level leadership, right? So you should not think about being, special. It's not about being special, right? So it's not just about you. So self-motivated team is more important. It's not, it doesn't matter. Like we cannot keep pushing people every day. Okay, if you take a student, you cannot have them sit and every day, okay, I'll study, sit, study, sit, study. No, that doesn't work out. You have to motivate them. Why should they study? Why should they work for you? Why should they work for a cause? For example, if you take Impact Foundation, NGO here, why people are working here? There's a motivation for them. So only when there is a motivation, automatically people will connect to it and then start working. You cannot push them every day saying that, you do this, you do that. So we have to empower the people, let them know why they are doing, what they are doing, let them give decision-making capabilities. Is everybody capable of taking decisions? It could be right or wrong. But first of all, they should get an opportunity to take a decision. Give the opportunity. If it is incorrect, you can guide. If you can incorrect, you can try. But there is no right or wrong decision until you see the result, right? So a lot of times when you take a decision, everybody will say, no, it is wrong. Why are you doing? Nobody has done it. All those things will come into question. But when the person is successful, what everybody will say, oh, it is the right decision. So don't hesitate to take a decision which you think is right for you. That is how we see a lot of new things happening in our life, right? Otherwise, we all would be walking. Why did somebody create a bicycle, then a bike, car, flight, ship, all these things, right? So they have tried something. It's not about whether that will work or not. They have kept on trying, and we see all these things that are coming, right? So one of the most important things about leadership is team building. The people around you should work like a team. Only when there is a communication, clear communication, it will be successful. So a lot of leaders may have good thoughts, but if they don't communicate well with everybody around them, so they'll fail. And also relationships are very, very important. It is not about the position. A lot of people are unhappy in the society, even though they're in a very good position, they get a lot of good salary, recognition, but the relationship is not well. It could be relationship with the boss, relationship with the peers. If those are not well, people will be unhappy and then they leave. So it is important to maintain the relationship and the advantage of team. Why do we need team? One mind may not be able to solve everything, but the moment the 2-3 minds come together, you can get a lot of ideas for any problem, right? So problem solving actually becomes much more easier when you start working with a team. The whole purpose of business, every business, any business that you can think of, why do we do? Why do you run a job? Why do you study? So there is a problem that you want to solve. Every business, for example, sir said financial planning. He's trying to solve a problem of somebody who is not able to manage finances well, or who doesn't know how to invest, or who doesn't know how to make their future secure. If you take food industry, there is a reason. If you take entertainment industry, there is a reason. If you take medicine industry, there is a reason. Everything is a problem solving. It could be reducing the price. It could be improving the quality. It could be making our life easier, or just helping us to relax. Right? People are stressed out. So we need something to relax. That's the problem. So leaders are thinking about all these problems and trying to give a solution. So problem solving is easier when you have a team, right? So typically when you start the team, this is a typical structure, whether it is your family, after newlywed, or you move to a new society, all these things happens. Typically there is a forming when people come together, and then there will be some storming kind of some discussions, deviations, unhappiness, all these things will happen. But the leader should bring quickly them into a norming stage to make sure everybody is in aligned to their objective, their goal, or their vision. That is the one only when you see the results, like when you see performance, only when a leader can take a quick action in the storming phase, they automatically move to performance. Otherwise, we see people keep fighting with each other. They never align to each other. They always, backstab each other. So that should not happen. So the leader should take control so that all those things will not happen regularly. Right. So one of the most important characteristic is patience. So what do you guys see here in this picture? Anyone knows what it is? No one?
A plant.
Okay, plant. Which plant?
A cactus. A very spiky plant.
Okay, cactus. Typically, how tall it grows?
No, because it's really spiky.
Okay. So which is the tallest plant that you know?
Bamboo.
There you go. It is.
It's a bamboo tree?
It is. So when you plant a seed, so probably for 3 to 4 years, this is what you see. That's what you see on the left side. So it takes a lot of time, it prepares itself. And then after 3 to 4 years, it just starts to grow that you can recognize every day that it is growing. For first 3 to 4 years, it is almost this much. But then within 6 months, it can grow up to 60, 80, 100, 120 feet, or 50 meters, or 30 to 40 meters. All good things in life takes time. Right? Somebody doesn't become financial analyst just because of they have done a degree. No, he has a lot of experience. They have done work. Nobody becomes leaders overnight. It doesn't matter which degree you have, which position you have. You have to earn that. You have to learn that quality. It takes time. Because only when we start to exhibit things, when we continuously do few things, that becomes our habit, that becomes part of our life, and then people will start recognize you as a leader in those things. It could be one simple trait or skill that you have. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be 100% the best in everything. No, only one thing that find out what it is, but it takes time. We need to really give time, because there is a lot of pressure in the society nowadays. Okay, the moment you study, okay, you should get a good job. How much you are earning? Are you buying a house? Are you buying a car? Right? Does it happen to people around us? So all good things will take time. So don't hesitate. I mean, today you may get a good job, but after 5 years, where are you? But somebody who doesn't work for like 3, 4 years, prepares themselves, and suddenly gets into something beautiful. Maybe they will have a startup, or they will get into a wonderful role. So preparing is very, very important. Patience is very, very important, because it takes time. If you look at a lot of trends, in India, a lot of businesses close, like more than 60-70% business close in 2 years. 80% doesn't survive after 5 years, because people don't give time. Like they will decide, in 1 year, 2 years, I can make an empire. Is it practical? No. Any small business also will take time. So we have to give enough time for things to happen, enough time to grow. So the patience, if you don't have patience, you look for quick results and then you back up. If you want to do wonderful things, if you want to do something new, if you want to do great things, innovation, all that, it needs a lot of patience, because it takes a lot of attempts. Not everybody will be successful day one. You will not be successful in first attempt. So we have to give time. We have to understand how much time it takes and then wait. Because somebody is running, like, they may, like if you take just a comparison between engineers and doctors. If somebody can become an engineer in 4 years, they'll get a good job, they'll start earning from day one. But when people who go for doctors, like it takes someone 8 to 10 years in different countries. for them to start earning. And they may not earn as much as the engineers earn for the few years or even for the life. But the profession is completely different. Doctors do things differently. Their expectations are different. They should understand that, because a lot of people, they tell, one of my friend who did engineering, they just start earning after 4 years, but I'm still studying after like 6 years. No, your profession is different. You're not comparing with them. It takes 8 years for you to start earning. That is what you have to accept and then move forward. Don't try to compare with engineers, right? So any good thing will take time. It needs enough time. So unless you have that patience, you can never become a leader. So it's very, very important, right? So I don't know. Many of you probably know these brothers. Anyone who doesn't know, right? So Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani, right? They were like richest, fifth and sixth richest in probably 2008 in the world. Okay, but one has become probably one of the richest in Asia, and other has like, he doesn't even have money to shell out his debts. If you're not targeted, you don't be focused, I think that's what will happen. So Anil Ambani had wonderful businesses. He actually had a lot of businesses. Mukesh Ambani only, the elder brother only had their petrochemical, just their traditional business. But Anil was into many things, telecommunication, entertainment, a lot of things that were actually booming. But he failed because he couldn't focus on one thing. He was trying to do so many things. He was also trying to become a celebrity. He was, more focused on politics, things like that. So I don't want to get into these details now. But if you don't focus on your job, automatically it's not easy to be successful. But Mukesh took enough time. He just focused on one building, but on the groundwork, he was doing so many other things. Now he pretty much has every business in India, right? So anyone knows about this person? No clue. Save Soil, have heard about it? Okay, who did the Save Soil campaign? Who is doing it?
Sadhguru.
Yes, right, Tuti, Sadhguru. So Sadhguru, people look at him differently, right? Whether Swamiji or a guru, saint, he talks about yoga, he talks about spirituality and all that stuff. But a couple of years ago, he said there is one important thing that we all have to think about it. If we don't do something about soil today, the next generation may not have food properly, right? So he did this trip on his bike, like for maybe more than 30 countries across 50 days. And there was a response in every country. All the leadership, like all the way from prime ministers, presidents, common people, everybody came forward to meet him. Every day he was meeting like so many people. If he goes and talks about yoga and spirituality, would all of them would be coming forward? No, but when he started talking about the food for the next generation, what is going to happen if we don't think about the soil, if you don't take the decision today, if you don't do that action today, it will be difficult for the next generation to even survive because they may not have food. Our life depends on the soil. He took a mission. There is a purpose behind all that Save Soil mission. So when you have a strong purpose, automatically people will come and support you. So the purpose is not about him. He did not want to become famous. He did not want to become popular, right? Not for his riding skills, but his purpose was save soil. His purpose was to support or help people. So all the leaders, the names that you have taken, or for that matter, any leader, they don't bother too much about them. So they have a purpose. They have a mission that helps people. So when you have a strong purpose, automatically they become good leaders. Mahatma Gandhi had a purpose, right? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel had a purpose. Gampa sir has a purpose. All these people have a purpose. So when you have a good purpose, automatically you get the support. Automatically things will start moving. So it is important, right? So leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower. So the empowership is very important. As I said earlier, one person cannot do all the things. So we need to identify the right people, delegate, empower them. And as I think Meena mentioned in the beginning, right? So yes, she has talked about a few leaders, but in the last 15-20 years, there is a woman leadership across the world. It was not there in the past. And do you know who was the latest woman prime minister of US? Anyone knows? Who was the recent woman prime minister or president of US? Sorry. Did United States have a very woman president? Anyone knows?
I don't think the US had a female president.
Yes. Some of the surveys said the people were not ready to accept a female as a president. They preach entire world that, you should do this, you should do that, diversity, the corporates everywhere. But no. But like some of the Western countries we see, or recently New Zealand, or few, in India, of course, it's been there. As somebody mentioned, like Meena mentioned, Indira Gandhi, like we have a lot of great women leaders. But this is a new trend. So obviously, women or female should be encouraged because a lot of these countries have seen good success in the recent past. And then that's a fact that we should accept and then encourage women leadership. That's very, very important. So quickly, I want to just speak about a few leadership styles that we typically see, which are important to understand because all of us, everybody will have a style. You need to understand what is your style, how we should work with people, right? So the most common thing we see people is called autocratic. When we think of leader, somebody says, okay, I tell you do, as simple as that, right? So they think, they're entitled to just give you guidance. I mean, not guidance, in fact, just order. You do it. This is how you do it. I'm just telling you, there is no option, right? So that is, a lot of people follow that. That is where people will be unhappy. At the end of the day, we are all human beings. Everybody have some of other thoughts. Because at the end of the day, how you treat others around you makes a lot of difference, right? So it is commonly said, people leave managers, but not the companies. However, the good company it is, if the manager is not good, people leave the company. So it is important to treat others well. It is autocratic may not work every time. So maybe in the military, yes, the commander obviously gives a command to do something. Go. There is no option. When your commander says go, you have to go. There is no other option. But not in the life, because there are a lot of choices. There are things that can be done better. There may be things that you can do differently, right? So autocratic is something like it's like just say as I said, right? So that doesn't work. And even if your parents also, right? If you tell your kids do this, do you feel happy, Dhruti or Einstein? No. Right? So it's our human mentality just to empower them and then make them happy. You have to transformation, inspire. You have to inspire them, make them achieve something new, but not by just giving orders, right? So, and then democratic is, you take everybody's opinion and do things. It doesn't again work always. Yeah, in maybe some situations you can take everybody's opinion, but as a leader, you also know what is good thing, what is the right thing, right? So you have to guide them, right? So similarly, coaching, instead of giving answers, coaching always helps to get answers from other people. So everybody is good enough. Everybody has knowledge, but they may not speak. So the coach helps to get answers from the person, right? And similarly, situational leadership, like depending on the situation, a lot of leaders come out of situation. And also, it is about which style to use. There are so many styles. As a leader, we should understand all these styles and then use the appropriate style for the right person, right? So can we give the same instructions to everybody? Even the two kids in the family, you cannot tell the same way. One person you have to convince them, one person you have to tell strong, right? So similarly, depending on the situation, depending on the person, we have to change our style. Some people will only listen when you just go and pacify them. Some people will listen when you go and tell strong, this is how you should do it. Otherwise, they won't do it, right? So we need to understand the situation. We need to understand the people. Then, it becomes the most important thing is it is about being servant. Leadership is all about being servant. When you think about growth and well-being of people around you, you automatically become leader. There is nothing more than that. So we probably hear this word in the off late, like in the corporate industry, also people talk about servant leadership. But all the leaders have been doing is servicing others. So when they become servant, when they think of others in front of them, if I am a leader, it's not about me. It's not about my personal growth. It's not about my financial growth. It's not about my position. But when I start helping others, automatically people recognize that I may get all of that stuff as a byproduct. But if I am only focusing on that, not bothering about people around me, people will disregard me very soon. Recently, we have seen Sri Lanka president had to flee away. The people were like chasing them. Right? If you're not a good leader, people will someday kick you out. Or they will go away or they'll kick you out. So becoming a good leader is important. It is not about you. It is about serving others. So, and obviously you need to use the resource. As I mentioned, it is not just you, right? So Dhruti, what is going on in this picture?
he doesn't know how to use the ladders.
Exactly, right?
And yeah, and based on the words, it's saying like you need to know how to use it before you like start using the resources.
Yeah, right. So yeah, as people say, there are a lot of resources in this universe, right? So when somebody wants to start a business, when somebody wants to do something, we keep thinking of, I don't have money, I don't have people, I don't have time, but somebody else is doing it. Were they born with all those resources? No, they find them. It is important the leader should go and find those resources. Nothing will come to us. Nothing will be readily available to us. The leader should think about how do you get those resources. Of late, now, right, to do business, no, you don't need to have any money. There are venture capitalists who are ready to invest if you have a good idea. There are so many people to support. There is crowdsourcing that is happening. There are people just giving away money. You don't have to return to them. But all you need to do is find those resources, tap them. It doesn't matter the moment you say, I don't have resources, I don't have time, I'm doing the 10 things, I don't have money, I don't have people to help. No, there are so many people around you. Somebody sitting in a village in India in one corner, but there are people from different countries who are investing in their businesses. So this is the global world now. There is no limitation of what you can achieve, what you can get. So the moment you think of constraining on the resources, again, I'll repeat, the money, time, and people. These are the three resources that we need to do anything. If you have a good idea, if you want to do something, we need all those three. And if you sit in your home, if you sit in your table and then think that I don't have these resources, you will not do anything. But you find out the universe has everything. So all we need to is ask, go and find out those resources. It is very, very important, right? So I'll quickly spend a few minutes. Okay to go for another 5 to 10 minutes, ma'am? Bhargavi, ma'am?
I think yes, sir.
Okay, hope everybody is okay. So I'll quickly finish in another 5 to 10 minutes. Right. Okay. So few important qualities that I just want to highlight. I will not spend a lot of time, but it's important to see what are those qualities. If you look at the C's, right? So commitment is very, very important for a leader. Again, as I said, if you don't have patience, you will not be able to commit yourself. And courage is, of course, we are talking about taking a new path. It's not about walking somebody's path. Unless you have a courage, unless no, I won't speak, I will only quick, I will not switch on my video, I will just hide behind the camera. No, all these things won't happen. You have to accept and then start moving in the direction. Consistency, keep on doing the same. It could be very one simple thing. Somebody does for something for 10 years and then they are like superheroes. They're Guinness record holders, right? So there is a saying from Bruce Lee, I'm not bothered about somebody who lent 10,000 kicks. I'm worried about somebody who learned one kick 10,000 times. If they practice one kick 10,000 times, that's it. They don't need to know 10,000 kicks. All they need to know is one kick very well, right? So if you see sports, boxing and all, right, if they're good in one, that's good enough. You don't need to have so many strategies. So consistency is very, very important. And then coaching. So coaching is a wonderful quality. You should get the ideas from people, because a lot of times we have always wanted to tell others what to do as a leader. It's not about that. You bring the ideas by asking questions. You get the ideas from people. That is more important than giving direction all the time, right? And when we look at these, very, very important is dependability. So dependability doesn't mean that they have to depend on you. But when there is a situation, when there is a confusion, you should be the person that they can depend on. It doesn't mean that you have to give a solution. As a leader, you have to find a solution, right? So that's the difference. So, and decisiveness, yeah, again, when we talked about confusion, when there's a confusion, leaders plays a big role. You have to help them in taking a decision, give them a clear direction. And delegation is a very, very important. As I said, like even in the kitchen, if mother has to do everything in the house, no, that doesn't work. Delegate few things to others. It will be easier. Everybody can work together. So every work we can find out who can help you, you can delegate a few tasks, so you can do something better. You can have some time for trying to do things, or you can you can try to innovate something new, or you can maybe increase your business, right? That is how people do. Like all the businessmen, they delegate to CEOs and others, and they'll start a new business, right? And then if you look at envision, you should have a clear vision of where you are going, what you want to be. And energy is very, very important. If you're not energetic, no. So by the time I go to college in the morning, I'm already drained. By the time I go to office, I'm like, I'm tired. I can't do anything. So what responsibility will you take? If there is an event in the company, if there is an event in the school, you should be ready to go and say, I can do it. But the moment you are already tired, no. So unless you have a good energy, you will not be able to pick up things. Like you will be like one of the 80 or 100 people, 99 people, and then one person will be ready who is always energetic. And empowerment is very, very important. We have to empower people. Everybody learns, right? So we don't have confidence in people saying that, okay, oh, I don't know whether he can take a right decision. That's why we don't even give the work. Only when you try and then help them, they will learn and then they do it. So empowering is very important. And empathy is very, very important. I think, hope everybody knows what is empathy. Think from their perspective, think from their shoe. As simple as that. Why are they behaving that way? How can I help? Not just not complaining. Of course, all of us have shortcomings. All of us have some challenges. But why that person is behaving certain way? Why is he coming late to office every day? Why doesn't he come to school on time? There's a reason. So unless you find out that reason and think from their perspective, you will not find a solution. Otherwise, you will be complaining. There is no relationship and there is no progress, right? And then if you look at the peace, passion is very, very important for a leader. If you are committed to do something, be passionate. We have seen an example of Sadhguru. He said, okay, save soil mission, I want to make it work. He was like, yeah, he didn't bother about the age, he didn't bother about the weather conditions. He was just riding on a bike for like across the deserts or, icy conditions. Like he was traveling for like hundreds of kilometers every day on a bike at that age. That's the passion you should have and a purpose, same thing, right? And then personality. It is important when people look at a leader, like they look from top to bottom. How you dress, how you speak, how you eat, how you treat others, right? So there is a personality. The moment they see you, they say, okay, this person is always late. Oh, this person is very sincere. This person never lies. People make impressions out of us and our actions. And when somebody is looking at you and how they see you, because you can hear all those things, right? It's easy. Somebody will tell you that people are talking about you like this. So what is your personality? The moment somebody sees you, what comes to their mind? It is important to think about it and how you want to become. What kind of personality you want to become. And everything there should be a process. It is not about different thing. I'll do differently for this person. I'll do differently for this person. No, it doesn't work. When you think of doing something, you should have a process. Everybody should follow. Otherwise, it will never work because people will find all those faults and then you're only struck about them, right? And the three other important qualities, resourcefulness, as I mentioned here, yes, the universe has resources. All you have to do is go and tap and find out. If you sit and then say, I don't have resources, yeah, they'll never come to you. And then taking the responsibility for everything. So it doesn't matter who does it. My team did a mistake. No, it's okay, but you are a leader. Or even if somebody else does, you take the responsibility and then help them. So that is how it is. Responsibility is not about just doing everything, but taking an action or how you can support and then make it work, right? And then risk is one of the most important thing as a leader should take, because you want to find the new path, you want to do something different, or you want to help others. When you're trying to do some good, there will be a lot of risks. So you have to accept it and then move forward. So these triple R skills are really, really important for a leader. So somebody may ask, okay, there are so many qualities you mentioned, like 20, 25, how can I build all of them? No, not required. As I said, even one good quality is enough. Somebody has just patience. You're just patient enough. You can wait for like 3 days, 4 days, 1 week, 1 year. It's okay. You'll get the result. Those who are not patient, they will just leave after 1 hour and then say, Tata, bye-bye. And then you will win. Right? So one quality that is, your quality, just focus on that quality. No need to acquire like 100 qualities. I will learn, like I'll read 10 books and I'll, learn all these qualities. No, that doesn't work out. What is your base strength? What is your core strength and how you can build upon it? That is good enough, right? So that patience or consistency or a purpose or a vision, even if one of them is stronger, automatically everything will come and fall in place. Don't fight, don't try to read 10 books and I'll read 10 time management, I'll read stress management, all these things. Yes, they're all related to each other. If you can handle stress, that means you're already handling time. If you can handle your time well, there is no stress. So it's not about trying to learn 10 subjects and implementing them, but just if you have one strong vision or a purpose, automatically everything falls into picture. So focus on what is that one quality that people look at you. Some may be telling you, you're really good at this. So find out that one quality which is important and then build upon it. That itself will gives you, all the results. So I think we are running out of time. So I'll just quit. But this is very important to understand. You're not a leader until you create leaders who create more leaders. So it is important to create leaders, not just become a leader. So that is one of the most important quality, right? And it's a question, but I revealed the answer. What should be the highest priority? For every human being, at the end of the day, whatever we do, if you are not healthy, it doesn't work out. You have to be strong, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. You need to focus on this. If you're energetic, automatically you can do 10 things. You will never say, okay, I won't do. You will automatically raise hand that I'm ready to do anything. I'm ready to take the challenge. I'm ready to take that, whatever is needed. So unless you focus on health is not something that we, after 50 years, okay, I'll focus on my health. No, it doesn't work like that. Every day we have to spend some time to make sure you are healthy. What are you eating? What are you drinking? At the end of the day, where energy comes is what goes in. You have to pay little attention when you become aware. When I eat something, what happens to my body? Food is supposed to give us energy. But if when you eat some food, you feel sleepy. Is that good for you? That's what you have to think. I'm not saying whether it is bad or don't eat. Just be aware what is happening to your body. After I drink something, what is happening to my body? After I breathe something, what is happening to my body? That's all. Right? We see sages just sitting in the Himalayas. They don't eat anything, they don't drink anything, but they're still survive for many years. How? So breathing is one of the most important things. So unless you do breathe right, you don't get energy. Majority of the energy comes from your breathing right. Of course, we breathe without our knowledge, but how do you breathe right? So just focus on these simple things. Automatically, it will improve your energy levels really high. That makes a lot of difference because you can do more things when you have more energy. If you're not energetic, you will not even take initiative. Okay, I'll just finish a little bit and then sleep. But when you have energy, you're ready to go beyond, right? You can just run, you can run into marathons as well. So just focus on your health, which is most important to do anything else in your life. You may have a wonderful vision, but if you're not ready, what is the use? So just set that ground, which is more important. And then again, as I said in the beginning, start raising your hand. That is the first quality that we can build as a leader. No need to do wonderful things. The moment you start raising your hand, the moment you start answering questions in your classroom or somebody asking a question, that is all good enough. That actually makes your thought process, and then you will become a leader automatically. So I hope that's the end of the story. So there is a small video, but I'll skip it for now. That's all from my side today. I know it's a few minutes late, but thank you so much for patiently listening and then responding.
Yeah.
Over to you, Bhargavi.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sridhar sir. The session was very, very interactive. I would really thank you personally and also on behalf of everybody here on this crew for conducting such a wonderful session, because from today's session, what we understood is that leaders are the one who inspires and transforms others rather than trying to, make the execution happen by themselves. So it's a very, very important lesson which everybody of us should understand. And basically, it was a very interesting session because you covered what are the important qualities of leader and how can one become a successful leader. And there were very practical examples which you really showed us. And also you covered so many acronyms, 5 C's, 5 E's, 5 T's, which are very important for everybody of us. And also you covered about the types of leadership, because a leader cannot be applying the same strategy in all the places. So he might need to apply different strategies in different places. And knowing the different types of leadership skills is very important. So finally, you said the most important thing that a leader should focus on, that's health. Because until unless we are not healthy physically, mentally, we cannot focus on what we are planning to achieve as a leader. So this was a really wonderful and very, very interactive session with all the examples you showed. And I'm hoping that this will help everybody of us to get inspired towards this path and serve more to the society. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
So if you have some time, I'll check if the team has any questions they can ask you, sir.
Sure.
Very few questions here.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and ask.